Welcome everyone to this video on how you're going to be able to get shiny Gigantamax Blastoise and Gigantamax Venusaur, all shiny in the game naturally, legit and all that stuff. So this video is all going to be using some techniques we've used in the past over the last 7 to 8 months on how you guys can get shinies out of dens. We're going to be looking at that right now in order to get yourselves shiny Gigantamax Blastoise and Venusaur, both in the same game, not too difficultly either. So let's go ahead and do that. In the game, when you're there, you want to fly to the Isle of Armor, to the train station that you first start off of. So we're going to go right there right now. We're going to start heading over to the island with the arch on it there. On that island, just worth noting, there's two things that you want. Well, there's a den, and that den is going to have the Gigantamax Blastoise that we're looking for. There's also the lady there who you can talk to in exchange for a couple of Galarian twigs. You can get the cuff that allows you to evolve Slowpoke, Galarian Slowpoke into Galarian Slowbro. That's very useful. Just FYI, just a little side point. But the den is what we're here for. The den is going to produce, in a 5-star raid, a G-Max Blastoise, and we're going to be able to manipulate that to get shiny. So here's the den. Now, in order to do this, in order to get yourself, using one wishing piece, in order to get yourself a rare beam, you're going to want to hit your options up here, and you're going to make sure you go to text speed slow and save it on that. Then save the game just in front of here, because we're going to start resetting the game until we get a purple beam. I'm going to go ahead and put in a wishing piece. Now, after I do put in the wishing piece and ask me to save the game, if my beam comes up red, I'm going to hit the home menu before it has a chance to finish saving. You're going to see me do this, so that I can cancel that beam, because if it finishes saving, I'm going to be stuck with that beam and I have to reset the den again and use a different wishing piece. If it comes up purple, that's what I want, and you're able to tell if it comes up purple when there's a little bit of a delay, and it'll just come up anyway. So let's go ahead and do this. Throw in a wishing piece? Yes. Would you like to save the game? This is where you want to be ready to hit the home menu. After you hit yes, check out and see if it's red. The red comes up straight away, by the way. Let's do it. It's red, home, quit. And that is why you turn the text speed to slow, so you have more time. Actually, for some reason, it's just slower. It is delayed because of the text being slower. So after you close your game, just reopen it and repeat the process until you get a purple beam. Okay, we just got our purple beam. Yes, you are going to have to do this a few times until you get that purple beam. However, once you get it, I mean, it could be straight away, you could be very lucky, but once you get it, you just got to keep it. So swap your speed right back to fast there and go up and save your game right in front of your den. Now, in this den, there's possibility to get the 5-star raid. Now we just have to manipulate the den. So our first is a 4-star. It doesn't matter about the first, second, or third. But what we have to do is we have to find our shiny frame. That's a very important part of this. In order to find our shiny frame, we have to actually go in and beat this raid. I'm going to go ahead and use my Toxtricity right here for this raid. And we don't have to go in and anything. We just have to catch it. We're just going to have to catch this. Now, keep in mind, guys, make sure your autosave is off as well before this. Once you've saved in front of the den, you're pretty much set up to get the shiny Gigantamax Blastoise out of this den. Let's go ahead and get this, and I'll see you at the end of this raid. Okay, so raid finished. Once you are here to catch it, guys, if you do have a Master Ball, you could feel free to use the Master Ball because you're not going to be losing it. That's so long as you don't make a mistake and save over it, because we're not saving over this. So I'm going to go ahead and use one of my Master Balls. And it doesn't matter, I'm going to get it back because I'm going to be resetting the game. But first we have to catch this and we have to trade it to get our shiny frame. And it's going to be a fake trade. It's going to be a dud trade. But we will still get our shiny frame out of it. And that's going to tell us where our shiny position in this den is. And we're going to manipulate that to turn it into a G-Max Blastoise. Now, I know I'm going through the details. This is going to be new for a lot of you guys, so that is why I'm kind of explaining it bit by bit, step by step. There's a lot to it. I mean, there is 6 to 7 months worth of work and progress in this method and doing this. So we're going to go ahead and okay that. We got our Gyarados ready to go. We don't need to put it in our team. We just need to send it the box once we know where it is, guys. Make sure you know where it is and make sure you have the right one. The raid disappears, don't worry, but like I said, don't save. We do not save right here. Next step you do want to do is you want to go online. Yes, you will have to connect online to do the trade. Like I said, it is going to be a fake trade, but we still have to do it. So make sure you're online. And now, the important part, guys, this is where you're going to get the shiny den. On my Discord, there is a link for my Discord right down below. There is a seed checking bot, one of the old-fashioned lantern bots that we have right here. In order to use this, guys, we're going to go ahead and put in the command, which is this seed check. No caps, it is case sensitive, $seed check. Hit the enter right there, and Charizard Gang, the bot, is going to do this for me. Apparently the queue is, there's still 2 people in front of me. Okay guys, so once it's finished dealing with whoever's in front of you, you're going to get a DM from it over here at the top left, as you can see, and it's going to DM you a trade code. Now we have a private link code for the trade, and it has been updated for the 8 digits now, so we have to do this quick. So here's our code, and let's get a link trade with it. Go into your link trades, guys, really quickly. If you can do it quicker, the better. And we're going to type in our code, because if you are too slow, it's just going to skip you. But I guess you still have quite a bit of time. So that's our link code. Let's go ahead and trade that. We're going to look for either Juliet or Charizard gang. Okay, a trade partner has been found very quickly. It is there, and a very particular code. There's Juliet. There we go, like I called. And that's our Gyarados. So we have to trade that to it. Now, let's just go ahead and do that. Now, we don't finish the trade, guys, keep in mind. It quits trading. It only analyzes the data of your Pokemon that you caught, and it's going to feed you back the seed for your shiny den. So we just got our seed there. It's just calculating and working it out. As we didn't finish the trade, the game does not save. So at this point, guys, you can go ahead and close your game like so. Just go ahead and close it. And now you'll be back before you even fought in the den at all. Your Master Ball will be back and everything. So the next part is you get your seed in the seed checking channel right here. It comes up just like this, and it even adds you. This is your details. This is your seed. This is all the IVs and stuff like that. Now, I got really lucky on this one. I have a star shiny in 1,700, and I have a square shiny in 1,881 day skips. Now we're going to talk about day skips. But first, let's try and get to the star shiny and show you what we're talking about. Copy that number right there, 1,700, and go to a website called Date and Time right here. timeanddate.com. When you're here, go to the date-to-date calculator, hit today here, and go up here to add days. We want to add the number of days we just got. So we're going to add days right here, which was that number that came up. So just hit return there. And that's going to give you the date you want to get to. So from whatever date my Switch is on right now, I want to skip all the way to the 13th of February 2025. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, in order to do that, guys, there are fast ways to do this. But first of all, go back into your game, and we're going to do something. We're going to initiate a sort of a trigger to do a glitch to skip days very quickly. This number, 1,700 days, is not going to take me very long. It's only going to take me a few minutes. So let's get right into it. Go back into your game. Here, when you load up your game, you're back right before you did the den with your Master Ball back in your bag and everything. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and hit online again. We want to connect online, and we want to connect to a link battle is what we want to do, but we're not going to really do a link battle. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to go hit the single battle just like this, and what I'm waiting for here is to either disconnect. You can disconnect if you're on Wi-Fi by holding the home menu and going down to airplane mode. You want to disconnect as soon as you find a player. I'm on wired, so I have to take my Switch out of the dock right now. As soon as that message comes up, you take your Switch out of the dock, or you hit that airplane mode on. Make sure you're quick enough. Once I put my Switch back in the dock, it's going to show we have a communication error. Now, this is going to have initiated a glitch that allows me to skip days. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what we have to do in order to do that. Yeah, that little screen comes up. Well, as soon as you've done that, guys, you're officially offline, but also the glitch is active. So I highly recommend going to your town map and going to a Poke Center somewhere. I'm going to go to a Poke Center over here in Wedgehurst because it's just the first place that's here. Now, the reason we go to a Poke Center is to stop outdoor effects like Pokemon spawns or weather from spawning, because we want to go inside the Poke Center in order to do this exploit. So inside the Poke Center, you can start skipping days. Now, a regular old-fashioned way is to hit the home menu, go down to System Settings. Now, this is the gist of it. Go down to System, go down to Date and Time, and this is our day. So like I said, guys, we're aiming for 13th of February 2025. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to skip up one day like this. That's one day. I'm going to hit A on that. I'm going to go back into Date and Time. I'm going to go in again, up another day. Back and in again, I'm going to go up another day. Yes, these are skipping days in your game, and these are skipping frames in your den as well, guys. So the Pokemon I just had at the very beginning of my den is now gone. That's 2 days back. So I just skipped to the next day and the next Pokemon that's in that den, and I just did it again, and I just did it again. Now we have to keep doing that up until we get to the shiny number, which is actually -4 the shiny number. If you want to manipulate the shiny, in order to get Gmax Blastoise, you have to do -4 that number. So that's another thing. This is our target date for the shiny, but we actually want to aim for the 9th of February and stop right there, because the first day on your save, when you load into the game, the den is going to stay the same Pokemon on the first day. If you skip one day, that Pokemon, the second Pokemon, is going to also be the same no matter what. If you skip to the third day, that's also going to be the same. But the fourth Pokemon and the fifth Pokemon and onwards, they all change. They're all random. So if we manipulate this and we go to 4 days before the 13th, so the 9th, whichever it is, -4, we are going to save the game and we are going to skip the first 3, which are static, and we're going to go into the 4th and keep resetting our game until this 4th Pokemon is Gmax Blastoise, and that way we will have shiny Gmax Blastoise. So, how do we skip the days quickly? Well guys, in order to skip the days quickly, we're going to use handheld mode. Welcome to the super fast handheld mode. Now all you have to do with this is follow a rhythm. We have our date and time here, and the glitch is going to stay active. You just want to hit it once with your left, hit the day with your left, and hit OK. Bam, bam, oh. Bam, bam, oh. Bam, bam, oh. And I'm going to go ahead and finish this this month just to show you what you do have to do. It's literally left, left, right, left, left, right. It's very easy, and you can skip this very quickly in a very short period of time. So we're up at the end of the month here. What you have to do here is at the last month, you do have to make sure when you hit the 1 there, you actually have to skip the month here as well. If you don't worry, you're just going to have to exclude that as an account. So you're going to have to add 1 day to your destination date if you accidentally skipped one and you lost count. That's all you have to do. Just add a day to your destination date. So instead of the 9th of February I'm aiming for, I'd go for the 10th of February instead. Hit OK. Just keep doing that until you reach your destination date. So I'll see you guys at the 10th of February 2025. So just some important notes about this method, guys. Yes, it works with any den. And second of all, you can only go forward and you cannot go backwards. Third of all, you have to do 1 day at a time like that for this to work. This is probably a good time to ask people who've been watching this far to hit the subscribe button if you're looking for access to really cool exploits in Pokemon Sword and Shield. We got plenty more coming and we got plenty more done. You guys can go feel free to watch those as well. Okay guys, so in approximately 30 minutes of doing that, I made it to my near destination date, but I feel like I made a few mistakes and you guys are probably going to feel like you did too. So if you're absolutely certain you did not pass the date of destination for your shiny, you can go back into your game and you can save it. Okay, so like you said, once you're in the Poke Center, you're not going to crash the game, but I know I have not passed because my destination date for the shiny was the 13th, and I know I did not make nearly 13 mistakes. I made a few, but we've got quite a bit of space. So now I'm going to go back to my den. I saved it, by the way. I saved it. So we're going to go back to the den and we're going to check the seed again with the den just in case I made a mistake. Now the den we had was over there on the Arched Island, so I'll see you there in a sec. So in order to correct our mistakes, guys, we're going to go back to our den. We're going to save it at the den because we are certain we did not pass the destination date. And we are also going to catch the Pokemon inside again and trade it with the bot 1 more time. So right here, go ahead and save your game just like that and catch it and trade it with a bot to see the updated figure. Your seed will have changed and we're going to go do that now. It's a level 3 Gyarados, so let's go ahead and catch it. So after having skipped so many years, it looks like something weird happened with our den. I'm not honestly sure what happened because I was expecting the star shiny frame to come before it. However, we skipped close enough to a square shiny frame, which is 155 days away. That's well within my range. I'm going to go ahead and take that 155 days right now, and I'm going to skip 155 days right here in this game. So from our current date, let's have a look at our switch right now. Our current date is, it's the 1st of February 2025. So on the website, guys, I'm going to go put that date in. We're going to put in the 1st of February 2025 like that. And we're going to go ahead and add days. We're going to add 155 days, which is what we have left on our seed. And this is for square shinies. That's pretty cool. I'm going to calculate the new date. The new date is 6th of July 2025. It's the same year, which is perfect. So once more, guys, I'm going to go do the same glitch with the link battle here, and I'm going to start again, and I'll see you guys when I actually have my shiny frame. So right here I am standing in front of my den on the 1st of July. I just saved a couple of days beforehand to make sure we can get to the shiny den. So I'm going to go ahead and skip the old-fashioned way to see what we can get out of this. Okay, so I've done the skips. Now right before me is what I expect to be my shiny den. So we're going to go ahead and go in and have a look to see if this 5-star raid is in fact my shiny. If it is, perfect, we did it right. So here we go. Moment of truth to see if my counting was on point. And yeah, it was. Excellent. Now we can manipulate this to get a shiny Blastoise. But at this point, just guys, on checking, you do have to reset your game. So you saw, now we know we have our shiny frame. Now my first frame here is Blissey, but I'm actually 5 frames out. I'm 5 frames away. So what I want to do is I want to make sure I'm 4 frames away. I'm going to go ahead and invite skip 1 day, and then I'm going to save my game. So I'm exactly 4 frames away because the first 3 Pokemon in my den are never going to change. So I'm going to go ahead and skip that right there. We're going to close that now. And now we're going to save the game right here. If you guys feel a little risky, you want to feel a little safer with a few more days in between, that's fine. It's just going to be a little slower. So by saving, we just updated our first frame. Now our first frame is Starmie. Now we just have to skip a few days to get to our shiny frame. We have to skip 3 Pokemon here. So this is 1. Starting as 1 after the save is the first one you skip. That's 1 skip from the save. We're going to skip the second one and we're going to go to our shiny frame. And hopefully it's a Blastoise. It probably isn't, but we're probably going to have to reset a few times to get the Blastoise. So just remember that now, guys. My second frame is Gyarados right there. Let's go ahead and skip that one. There we go. And the third frame again is also going to be the same no matter what it is. Third frame is... it's Blissey, 4-star, and that is 1 more we're going to skip, just like this. Yeah, this is an old method, guys. We've been using this for 6 to 7 months by now. It's been quite a while. And the fourth frame is our shiny frame. Hopefully we get lucky and we just get the first try. That'd be amazing, but I don't think that's going to happen. To Gyarados. So now, at this point, guys, we have to reset our game and do that process again until we get a 5-star Blastoise. And just one reminder, guys, make sure you stop at least 4 days before this date so you can manipulate the 6th and change it into whatever shiny you want. Alright guys, so after a few game resets, you are going to come across a den like this in your 4th slot. So here you have a choice to make. You can save it. You can press B and save it right here and now and lock that in, and that is your shiny. And you're going to be able to host that for people very easily, or you can keep it as a rolling den. However, you're going to have to keep in mind it might be quite hard to get this again. I mean, some people are going to get this straight away. Some people are going to take a while in getting it. That's just a random number generator game. But right now, guys, I have saved it. I am locked it in. I'm going to host it for you guys, and I'm going to go in right now so we can have a look. And I'm also going to get rid of my camera for this shot right now. Oh, baby. Yes. Square shiny Blastoise G-Max. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so that is how you get shiny G-Max Pokemon from one of the dens. Now, you guys may want Venusaur as well, so let's get on that. Guys, if you are looking to get G-Max Venusaur either instead of Blastoise or as well, you can. And you can get it shiny the same method, but you have to go to the shiny G-Max Venusaur den. So in order to go there, fly to where we went there and just cut across here and go into the forest right here, right across this bridge. And this, you do come here for the story, so you shouldn't be able to miss this. Take a hard right, go through the grass here, and cross this bridge over here. Cross this bridge right here and go around. We're going to be going down into the water here with this tree. This is it. This is it right here. You just have to go cut around here. It should be pretty easy to see. It's in the middle. It's in the open space. This den right here will get you a shiny G-Max Venusaur, just the same as the Blastoise we did. So make sure you just repeat the same process in order to get this one right here. And lo and behold, this is your shiny G-Max Venusaur. Yeah, square, baby. Guys, that is going to be a wrap for this video. If you did find it useful, please do subscribe, and I will see you around in some more videos. I think tomorrow I got a cool new data leak video coming, and I also did one recently, so you guys can go check those out in your free time if you want. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys around. Till the next one, bye.